People who know his Broadway work know that he can sing and dance, but people who just know him from X-Men or Wolverine or Van Helsing
Swordfish.
or Swordfish.
You seen that?
No.
You've never seen Swordfish?
I skipped that one. I did. I'm sorry. Did I miss out?
You see, you always see these like really good movies, and these highbrow. Where are you in June? Well, if you're a fan of film journalism like I am, then our next guest needs no introduction. He's the chief correspondent for Fandango and the host of Front Runners, plus he has a great collection of sweaters. Let's welcome to the show, Dave Karger. Nice to see you, buddy. How are you?
I'm wearing a sweater just for you.
Look at that. You're a very busy man come award season. So how are you kind of putting 2012 in the books?
I think it's a great year. I think as opposed to other years where I feel like the Academy had to stretch to fill out that Best Picture category, there's a lot of great stuff this year. So the big question for me is how many Best Picture nominees will there be? Because as you know, the rules say there can be between 5 and 10, depending on how many movies get 5% of the vote.
Let's go through the big categories this year, starting with Best Picture. Who do you think is going to win?
I think there's 6 movies at the top of the chain, and I have to say them alphabetically or else I won't remember them. Argo, Les Miserables, Life of Pi, Lincoln, Zero Dark 30, and Silver Linings Playbook, and I didn't even go in alphabetical order. I went Z before S. I just threw it all over the place.
Things are getting crazy. So you named the nominees, but who do you think is going to win Best Picture?
I'm not ready to say, but it's between Lincoln and Les Mis, and I'm like Mitt Romney. I'm flip-flopping all over the place on this.
When it comes to Best Actor, it's an interesting race this year. I think Daniel Day-Lewis is obviously the front runner, but Denzel's in the mix, and possibly Bradley Cooper. Who do you think is going to win Best Actor?
I think for the Oscar, Best Actor is between Daniel Day-Lewis and Hugh Jackman. I think you'll also see Denzel Washington there, John Hawkes, and Bradley Cooper. And it's shocking to me that there's a decent chance that Joaquin Phoenix will not be nominated for The Master. In any other year, he would be a lock, but it's just so crowded and busy in Best Actor this year that it's tough to say.
People really turned on that movie. I feel like everybody was excited for it when it played at Toronto. They wanted to say they liked it, and then it just kind of faded away.
I think it's a really fascinating movie. I really liked it a lot. The acting is phenomenal. I think it's a hard movie to engage with and connect with emotionally, and I think that is hurting it.
Your pick for Best Actress, Jessica Chastain? That's mine.
I think
you're not going out on a limb too soon, are you?
I think Jennifer Lawrence could win.
Really? All right, well, we'll see about that.
But I think she'll be nominated. Jennifer Lawrence will be nominated along with Jessica Chastain, Naomi Watts, Marion Cotillard for Rust and Bone, and then that 5th spot's kind of up for grabs. I know you're rooting for Quvenzhané Wallis from Beasts of the Southern Wild. I think it's probably going to be Helen Mirren for Hitchcock.
When it comes to the supporting categories, Anne Hathaway's a lock for Les Mis. Just give it to her now.
There's no way she's going to lose Best Supporting Actress, but there will be 4 other nominees. Let's not forget. Right. I think Helen Hunt gets nominated for The Sessions.
Sally Field
for Lincoln. Amy Adams for The Master gets in there. And then the 5th one's kind of up for grabs. I think that Jackie Weaver could get another nomination. She was nominated for Animal Kingdom 2 years ago, and she's great in Silver Linings. I think she probably has a chance over someone like Nicole Kidman, who got nominated for SAG.
Talking about Best Supporting Actor, this is an interesting one. Crowded category, a lot of people have won before. Who do you think is going to win this year? I think it's going to be Alan Arkin. I'm saying that now for Argo.
Really?
He's putting it out there. He's won before. He surprised a lot of people. I'll probably change my pick in a month or so, but I don't know. He just adds such great comedic timing to that, and it's such a great performance in Argo.
I agree with you that Best Supporting Actor is a fascinating race this year. I think of all the acting races, it's the most wide open. I could see Philip Seymour Hoffman winning for The Master. I could see De Niro winning for Silver Linings Playbook. I could see Tommy Lee Jones winning for Lincoln. Now you've thrown Alan Arkin in there. I think Javier Bardem might get nominated for Skyfall, so that's 5 past winners in that category.
John Goodman could get nominated for 2 performances, maybe for Flight or for Argo or for neither. Like, it's an interesting race when it comes to supporting actor.
If there was a cumulative work Oscar, I think he would get it, but I don't think he has enough to do in any one individual movie to get a nomination.
Best Director, you got Steven Spielberg, you've got Ben Affleck, obviously, Ang Lee. Who do you think is going to win Best Director at the Oscars?
That one's tough. I think if they go the same movie, Best Picture, Best Director, then you could be someone like Steven Spielberg for Lincoln. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ben Affleck can kind of come in there and steal it from all these other people who have won Best Director before.
Can you believe the guy who was on a yacht with J-Lo in a music video? We're talking about him for Best Director. It's amazing.
It is amazing, but when you see Argo, it makes total sense. The movie is that good.
There are going to be no films in the Best Picture category that are animated this year, unfortunately. But one of the best movies of the year for me was Frankenweenie. I love Tim Burton's little kid movie. Well, it's going to win Best Anime. It doesn't seem like it's a lock, though.
I think that one's kind of up for grabs between Frankenweenie and Wreck-It Ralph. That's one that people seem to be loving critically and also commercially. It's a great year, I have to say, for the Disney animation team, because I think they'll also be nominated for Brave, and then you'll have DreamWorks in there for Rise of the Guardians too.
Which nobody saw.
Rise of the Guardians?
Who saw that?
I did.
Yeah, you and people related to the cast. Did we miss any movie? I feel like we covered everything. This guy's an encyclopedia of awards films this year. Be sure to check out Dave Karger on Fandango, and you can see him on every red carpet from here throughout the Oscars. Good to see you, buddy.
Great to see you.
Jack and Uncle Al discuss their favorite holiday movies and how the ultimate Christmas story is about a bisexual, crack-addicted cop. As awards season approaches, Gray Drake lists the 10 movies that won't be on anyone's shortlist. Ben Lyons gives you his best and worst movies of 2012 and reviews Django Unchained, Zero Dark 30, and This Is 40. Devin Faraci goes off the nerd deep end in an illuminating exploration of his favorite film, Planet of the Apes. Get your film fix. Subscribe to CineFix.